Good evening, everyone. This is James LeGrand calling in today from spiritualindividual.com. I wanted to talk today about visualization. I get a lot of questions about the power of manifestation and how to go about that. Also, in my life personally, I've been able to achieve a lot of different things with seemingly easy methods, if you will. But I'm going to go ahead and reveal my secrets right now. The first thing I want to mention is you can only create what you can visualize, what you can see, what you can define. And you're always creating. Whether you know it or not, you're in a constant state of creation. You could be creating what you want, or you could be creating what you don't want. It all comes down to what you focus on. So it's very important to really understand what you're focusing on and then to direct that focus toward the things that you truly want to create and not for the things that you fear. If you're a type of person who seems to create their fears, you're afraid of something, and then all of a sudden it starts to happen, probably it's because you're focusing on those fears. And then unfortunately, your worst fear comes to pass because that's what you focus on. However, you can turn off those fears and just not feed them. Instead of feeding your fears, you can starve your fears. And one great way to do that, of course, is to define what it is you actually do want. So here are my secrets. The first thing I do is I sit down and I determine what it is I want to create in my life. It's very specifically what I want to create. The second secret here is I only focus on 3 to 5 things at a time. I will not go over that. In fact, the less things that you can focus on, the better for you because you can supply more energy towards them. So I would say stay closer toward the 3 and further away from the 5. But let's say I have 3 different things that I'd like to create, 3 different things that are on my mind that I want to create in my life. First thing I'll do is write them down, and I write down every detail. How big is it? How much is it? When is it? What don't I want included in it? Meaning, I don't focus on what I don't want, but I change that into what I do want. So let's say I'm focusing on a new house. I'm not going to say I don't want a house that is in the city. What I'm going to say is I want a house in the suburbs, as an example. So you want to turn all your negatives into positives and really define what your requirements, quote unquote, are for what it is that you want, whatever your goals are. Focus on 3 to 5. Once you have them written down, what you need to do then, and at least this is what I do, I then transcribe them into statements that are very easy to remember and very short. And I make them positive, I make them in the present tense, and again, I make them short to make it very clear what it is I'm focusing on. The next thing I do is I create a visualization for each one of those goals. What will it look like when that goal is created? What will I look like in that goal? How happy will I be, or my family be, or my friends be once I achieve that goal? What does it smell like? What does it feel like? What's the emotion of achieving that goal? What new things come into my life? What new opportunities does it present? I really get a strong feeling and a visualization of exactly what it is I'm trying to create. And I continually focus on that visualization throughout my day. The other thing that I do is I then, with the goal statement that I've written down on that sheet of paper, with the short statement that really describes what I'm looking for, I keep that with me everywhere I go, and I read it every chance I get. I read it when I have downtime at work. I read it when I'm in the bathroom. I read it when I'm looking in the mirror, because I'll post copies of that, by the way, on a mirror, or I keep it in my wallet, my dashboard, in my car. I keep it anywhere where subconsciously I'm picking it up. The other thing I tend not to do is focus so much on when it will be created. I focus more on asking that it be created in the perfect time and in the perfect way. And I actually add that into the goals, that they are created in the perfect timing and in the perfect way. So I kind of take the time element out of it. There's a lot of people out there that'll tell you to put a specific date to it. I don't. I believe that the intelligence that's out there in the universe will bring that to you, that spiritual intelligence, that divine intelligence. It's smarter than I am, and it knows what that timing is way better than I do. So I trust that. I don't lose patience with it. And again, I focus on it on an everyday basis until it's developed. I'll get a goal I've achieved recently. It took over a year to achieve. However, once you achieve goals, what you'll find is it never feels like it took as long as it actually took. It feels like it's taking forever to come until you get it. And then once you get it, you realize, well, it wasn't really that long after all. So I urge you all, write it down, be specific, be positive with it. Make sure you state it in the positive. Don't focus on what you don't want. Focus on what you do want. Keep it to 3 to 5 items. Make sure you have a goal statement that's very short, but really, consists of everything that you're looking for. And then visualize you achieving that goal, and that's what you focus on. Pretend that you've achieved it today. how would that look today if you achieved it? Okay? Again, this is James LeGrand from spiritualindividual.com. I hope this helped in this very short video, and I wish you all good fortune. Bye now.